Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Shreya Dhondiyal. You're watching the Afternoon Dispatch. And our top dispatch, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon is coming from the state of Maharashtra. It seems it is the season of political splits this summer from Bengal to Maharashtra. A TMC-style churn is reportedly underway in Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena. Question is a split brewing? Sources suggest that as many as 6 MLAs and several MPs are in talks to break away from the Uddhav Thackeray-led faction. The proposed move is expected to take shape as soon as next week. It has been dubbed Operation Tiger. A Shiv Sena MLC has claimed that discussions are underway with 7 out of 9 Shiv Sena UBT MPs are in talks, and these talks, apparently, with the Shinde Sena are in their final stages. According to him, the switch could happen ahead of the upcoming monsoon session. If, ladies and gentlemen, this happens, it will mark another major setback for Uddhav Thackeray, coming just 4 years after the 2022 rebellion that reshaped Maharashtra's political landscape.
ऐसा है कि ऑपरेशन टाइगर के मामले में जो 7 सांसदों के साथ में हमारी चर्चा अंतिम क्षण में आ चुकी है। जैसा हम लोग ऑपरेशन करने किसी हॉस्पिटल में जाते हैं तो पहले इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया जाता है और वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन सारे रिपोर्ट्स आ चुकी है। अभी केवल ये डॉक्टर का अंतिम ऑपरेशन का जो दिन होता है, ऑपरेशन की अपॉइंटमेंट दिन आना है, ऑपरेशन के दिन आ जाएगा, उस दिन ये ऑपरेशन हो जाएगा। मानसून सत्र के पहले में ये हो जाएगा। नहीं, वो तो अभी हम लोगों की आपस में सारी बातें आपको बताना भी ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन वो हमारे साथ आएंगे, इतनी बात पक्की है, आ गए लगभग।
Now, the Shiv Sena UBT has hit back strongly, calling the reports completely baseless. They're accusing the Shinde Sena and the BJP of attempting to create confusion and engineer splits in opposition parties. Uddhav Sena is saying if there is any talk of an Operation Tiger, they are ready with a counter operation which they are calling Operation Wolf. Listen in.
अभी हम ऑपरेशन वुल्फ करने वाले हैं। हम क्या डरने वाले लोग हैं? हमारे पूरे सांसद, पूरा संसदीय दल एक साथ है, एकजुट है, मजबूत है और मजबूत रहेंगे।
ये सरासर गलत झूठ बात है। इस प्रकार की कोई जानकारी एक तो हमारे पास नहीं है। 4 दिन पहले ये सभी सांसद शिवसेना पार्टी चीफ उद्धव ठाकरे जी ने जो मीटिंग बुलाई थी उसमें शामिल हो गए थे और सभी ने उद्धव ठाकरे जी के नेतृत्व पर विश्वास व्यक्त किया। उसमें से कुछ लोग तो ऐसे हैं जिसने किसी की बेटे की शपथ ली, किसी ने भगवान की शपथ ली, किसी ने साईं बाबा की शपथ ली और आखिरी दम तक हम यहाँ रहेंगे, इस प्रकार की भाषा।
Now, Sanjay Raut may be dismissing the talks of a split, but there is no smoke, ladies and gentlemen, without fire. The speculation became serious enough for Uddhav Thackeray to convene a meeting of all 9 Shiv Sena UBT Lok Sabha MPs at Matoshri, his residence in Mumbai. Now, the 6 names doing the rounds out of 9 are Sanjay Deshmukh, Nagesh Patil, Sanjay Jadhav, Sanjay Dina Patil, Bau Saheb Vachukre, and Om Raje Nimbalka. Arvind Sawant, Anil Desai, and Raja Bhawaje are expected to remain with the Uddhav Thackeray-led faction. This situation, ladies and gentlemen, has renewed uncertainty in Lok Sabha ranks, with several MPs reportedly under close political watch amidst the ongoing speculation. Amidst this intensifying speculation, Uddhav Thackeray has called a key meeting of party MLAs in Mumbai on June 22nd. He is expected to address the legislators during the meeting and lay out the party's next course of action. Meanwhile, Union Minister Pratap Rao Jadhav has claimed that leader Sanjay Raut, who is Uddhav Thackeray's closest aide, could also be leaving the Sena UBT and even float a new political party. Jadhav is alleging that leaders within the UBT feel sidelined, claiming that MPs are being ignored and insulted within the organization.
अभी संजय राउत जी का कहना है कि वो भी एक ऑपरेशन वुल्फ करेंगे, क्या लगता है?
अरे वो खुद ही वुल्फ है, वो क्या ऑपरेशन वुल्फ करेंगे? किसके साथ करेंगे? उनको बोलना उनकी पार्टी संभालो। हो सकता है कि संजय राउत ही शिवसेना में ना रहे, शरद पवार जी के नेतृत्व में कोई दूसरी पार्टी में चले जाएंगे। अभी तो उन्होंने स्टेटमेंट दिया था कि सभी छोटी पार्टियों ने कांग्रेस में विलीन होना चाहिए
जी।
तो वो क्या ऑपरेशन करेंगे? अभी उनका ही ऑपरेशन हो रहा है, अभी वही कांग्रेस के साथ में चले जाएंगे।
ठीक है, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया टाइम्स नाउ से बात करने के लिए।
ठीक है, धन्यवाद।
Let me go straight across to Arunil, my colleague who is tracking the story for us. Arunil, any inside dope? Is this just rumor mongering, or is there some substance to the talks of a split in Uddhav Thackeray's party?
Well, you rightly pointed out, Shreya, saying that there is never any smoke without a fire. In fact, if you remember in 2022 as well, when Uddhav Thackray faced his biggest rebellion in his party, when Eknath Shinde broke away and went to Guwahati, Uddhav Thackray was constantly denying it. He was hopeful that the MLAs will come back. They tried all the tricks possible, all the methods possible, but Eknath Shinde did not give in, and the MLAs also did not give in. They also remained with Eknath Shinde, and that very faction became the main Shiv Sena, and they are part of the government with CM Devendra Fadnavis. Now, probably after 2022, this is the second biggest likely rebellion that is on the cards, or that Uddhav Thackeray may face. And because of that only, he called in a crucial meeting during the weekend, calling all his MPs. He has total 9 MPs. 6, if they defect, they can evade the anti-defection law. Most of these MPs attended, but some of them did not attend. Uddhav Thackeray's party said that these MPs who did not come to his residence, Matoshri, attended via video conference. Some called up Uddhav Thackray to give their support as well. Now, from the ground, sources inform us that 6 of the MPs, the numbers that you gave, are very much likely in touch with Eknath Shinde camp. They are expected to join the Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena party before the monsoon session of the parliament begins. And if that happens, it can bolster the number of the NTA, that is the BJP-led alliance at the center. There are only 3 MPs, 2 from Mumbai and 1 from Nashik, who are expected to remain with Uddhav Thackray. Uddhav Thackray himself spoke about it, that those who want to go can leave. The doors will be forever closed for them.
Where did Uddhav Thackeray make this statement, if I can ask you, and what else has he said about the split, Arunil? And more importantly, you are rightly saying there is no smoke without any fire. I believe there is another meeting at Uddhav Thackeray's residence that has been called later this week.
Well, that is right. June 22nd is the date of the meeting. And Uddhav Thackray basically, while addressing his MPs, it was basically a damage control method, or a last-ditch effort that Uddhav Thackray and the Matoshri, that is his residence, was making to these MPs, trying to keep their MP Lok Sabha flock together, trying to ensure that they don't go to the rival group. And that is when he said that if somebody wants to leave, it won't be in their hands. They cannot be stopped. But if they leave, then the doors of Matoshri or doors of Uddhav Thackeray's party will be forever closed for them. This is what Uddhav Thackray basically had said. The same lines Uddhav Thackray had said in 2022 as well for all the MLAs, saying that there is no point of return for the MLAs who have gone with Eknath Shinde.
Okay, we'll leave it there for the moment. Arunil, thank you very much. A quick chat with my guest joining me this afternoon, Krishna Hegde, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you. And we have Anish Gawande, national spokesperson of the NCP, the Sharad Pawar faction. Krishna ji, good afternoon. Can I ask you, you already have 7 Lok Sabha MPs of your own. You have 1 Rajya Sabha MP of your own. Why do you want MPs from Mr. Uddhav Thackeray's party also now? This is being greedy.
Let me tell you, Shreya, there is nothing called Operation Tiger. The operation was done by Mr. Eknath Shinde in 2022. And that was a really big operation. So we need not do any more operations. And after 2022, you've seen that we have one in 2024 again. And since 2022, there has been an exodus since 2026, and 90% of Uddhav Thackeray's party, his leaders and his cadre have already come to us. So there is no such operation going on now. However, Eknath Shinde ji will be the right person to speak on this subject. And even now there are people joining us on an everyday basis from all over Maharashtra. So I must tell you, see, these people want to join a leader who works on the ground level, not a Facebook Live and an online leader. Even the other day, there were 4 MPs who physically attended Uddhav Thackeray's meeting, and 5 came online, an online party. And there also they claim 5 people came. We are not aware, and we have not seen all that, and we don't know about it. But every day they are saying some things, they are contradicting things, and we are just watching the fun.
No, so,
however, anyone who wants to believe in the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, of Eknath Shinde ji, believe in the Mahayuti government, and follows the ideology of Bala Saheb Thackeray ji, which we firmly do, and Uddhav Thackeray
Krishna ji, you know, the point is, the BJP also said there is no Operation Didi, and look at what had happened. Look what has happened with the TMC, right? In fact, TMC MPs. Suniye. There are TMC MPs who are now the rebels and who have walked away from Mamata Banerjee. Swore allegiance to her, and one MP very famously said, "I'm not Chadda who will become Chaddi." है ना? So political affiliations and loyalties can change in 20 minutes is what we have all realized in the last 1 week. But would you want to come in here, Anish Gawande? Because the Shiv Sena is dismissing any talks of Operation Tiger. They are saying aisa kuch hai hi nahi.
Shreya, to start off with, I think in Maharashtra, unfortunately, there is only smoke and very little fire. Because ever since 2022, when the Shiv Sena was split, and in 2023, when my party was split, we've heard rumors time and again of the two parties coming together, of joining the BJP, or being broken further. But I will say this, right, that in the midst of all of this, people who are losing are the people of Maharashtra. Because what is this urge to acquire MPs like they are a sort of depreciating asset, right? That if you don't acquire them today, they're going to be less valuable tomorrow. You know, the reality is that the government should spend less time on horse trading, breaking parties like the Aam Aadmi Party and the TMC and potentially the Shiv Sena, and who knows tomorrow my party as well, right? And instead focus on the economy, on what is happening with FII outflows. The NDA resolution that was passed recently at the NDA meeting only congratulated the government on 12 years of Modi Sarkar. It had no substantive policy questions. It had no discussions on what the future of the country is. It had no discussions on joblessness. So I think while they break our parties, they should remember some Facebook Live and Instagram Live parties are taking the country by storm. And they seem to be ignoring them a lot right now. But tides, they are turning.
Okay, we leave it there for the moment. This was a short discussion. Yes, Mr. Hegde, you want to say something? I'll give you 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, the policy and everything is in place. That's why Modi ji is won already 3 times. And regarding the TMC, it's the internal matter, and the DMK themselves are saying that Rahul Gandhi is to blame.
No, ऐसा है कि you may call, it TMC's internal matter, but it is very clear that the BJP had a hand in it. Because everyone who quit said we will do what we need to do next after speaking to Shubhendu Adhikari. They are meeting at Bhupendra Yadav's residence. So I mean, जनता है सब जानती है हेगड़े जी, आप भी जानते हैं. Anyway, we'll leave it there.
DMK क्यों गई?
अच्छा चलिए वो उनका मुद्दा है. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining us. There's some breaking news coming in. Times Now, in fact, has questioned Eknath Shinde, Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister, on a possible split and him trying to split Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena. He's evaded the question. Take a look.
ऑपरेशन टाइगर चल रहा है. सुना 5 से 6 सांसद ऐसे हैं उनके जा सकते हैं. सर कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप ऑपरेशन टाइगर के बारे में? कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? बहुत चर्चा है सर इसके बारे में, दिल्ली से लेकर महाराष्ट्र तक. ऑपरेशन टाइगर चल रहा है. सुना 5 से 6 सांसद ऐसे हैं उनके जा सकते हैं. सर कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप ऑपरेशन टाइगर के बारे में कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
Ladies and gentlemen, in politics, sometimes no response is also a response. That silence was deafening. We'll see how the story develops. Meanwhile, a fresh controversy has emerged in the ongoing Trinamool Congress turmoil. Party sources questioning the circumstances under which Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla sought a meeting with MPs loyal to the Mamata Banerjee camp. Now, according to the TMC, Abhishek Banerjee received only a short notice for the proposed interaction, with the communication allegedly arriving while he was being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. The party claims this made it impossible for him to access his email and attend the meeting within the stipulated time frame. Let me go straight across to Sabyasachi, who is joining us on the broadcast. Sabyasachi, it seems another flashpoint is brewing between Didi and the NDA, more specifically the BJP.
Well, that's right. See, yesterday at around 2 p.m. a letter was sent to Mr. Abhishek Banerjee from Speaker's office, and at around 2:10 p.m. Mr. Kirti Azad was called by the Speaker office and then asked that can Mr. Abhishek Banerjee come and meet the Lok Sabha Speaker by 4 p.m. Now, after that, soon Mr. Kirti Azad had sent a mail, and at around 3:30 p.m. is what we are learning from the sources that Mr. Kirti Azad met Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and Abhishek Banerjee since he came home yesterday at midnight after the questioning at the Enforcement Directorate office in Kolkata. Meanwhile, soon a time will be sent to Lok Sabha Speaker. Already the Mamata Banerjee establishment, Trinamool Congress, they want another time. Since today also Abhishek Banerjee has appeared in front of the CID for questioning. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow, most likely what we are learning from the sources that the Trinamool Congress will be, Trinamool Congress MPs will be meeting Lok Sabha Speaker, and Abhishek Banerjee also will be present, because the Speaker want that both the parties should be heard, and that is extremely important.
All right, we'll leave it there for the moment, Sabyasachi. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, amidst reports of TMC MPs merging with a little-known party called the NCPI, the West Bengal Legislative Party is saying it has no information about any such move. In fact, party leaders are maintaining that no discussion has taken place within the legislative wing, and they only learned of the developments through media reports.
जहां तक पश्चिम बंगाल का लेजिस्लेटिव पार्टी का सवाल है, ऐसा कुछ बारे में हम लोगों को पता नहीं है. हम लोग भी टीवी के जरिए देखे हैं कि 20 एमपी और एनसीपीआई में मार्च हुए हैं. ये उन लोगों का फैसला है. हम लोग के अंदर ऐसा कोई चर्चा ही हुआ नहीं है.
In more news, the National Testing Agency, or the NTA, has welcomed the centre's decision to impose temporary restrictions on Telegram in India ahead of the NEET UG 2026 re-examination. The agency says the move is a necessary step to curb examination-related fraud and misinformation, especially ahead of the exam schedule, which is scheduled for June 21st. Now, according to the National Testing Agency, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology acted on its recommendations while ordering the temporary restriction on Telegram access in India until June 22nd. The government has also directed the platform to disable its message editing feature in the country until June 30th. The NTA says these measures are aimed at disrupting organized cheating networks that allegedly use the platform to spread fake claims of paper leaks and mislead students appearing for the medical entrance test. Okay, our question is, why has Telegram been blocked? It seems like a radical move. The government is saying, and the NTA is saying, this is the last resort. Number one, of course, to prevent a paper leak. Number two, to target cheating rackets. Number three, curb organized exam frauds. And number four, to protect the examination integrity. Question is, will it help? We'll wait and watch. Meanwhile, politics has begun, ladies and gentlemen, over the suspension of Telegram for the NEET exam. The CPIM has said not Telegram, but the Education Minister, Dharmendra Pradhan, should be suspended. The party is also saying the problem isn't Telegram, the problem is the failure of the education system under the minister's watch.
एक बड़ा स्टेप सरकार ने लिया है, क्योंकि 21 जून को दोबारा से नीट एग्जाम होने जा रहा है. सरकार ने टेलीग्राम सर्विसेज को शट डाउन कर दिया है जब तक कि एग्जाम कंप्लीट नहीं होता. पिछली बार टेलीग्राम से ही कुछ लीकेज हुई थी.
देखिए, सरकार किसी भी शर्त पर नीट का एग्जाम बहुत अच्छे से कराने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है और उसके लिए जो कुछ करना पड़ेगा सरकार कर रही है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to take center stage at this G7 summit in France, carrying with him not just India's priorities, but also the aspirations of the global south. From trade and technology to energy security, artificial intelligence, geopolitical conflict, and reforms in global governance, New Delhi is expected to push for a more inclusive international order. The summit also offers top leaders a key diplomatic platform for bilateral engagements with world leaders, including discussions on trade, strategic partnership, and emerging global challenges. Let's get you a ground report by our managing editor, Zaka Jacob. Let's play that report out for you. The summit is also offering top leaders a key diplomatic platform for bilateral engagements with world leaders, including discussions on trade, strategic partnership, and emerging global challenges. What India is counting down to and waiting for is that pull aside a bilateral between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Donald Trump. Let me go straight across to Zaka Jacob, who is joining us from Ground Zero from Avion. Zaka, hello to you. I hope the weather is better in Nice than it is in Delhi, although Delhi isn't doing too badly today. Is Donald Trump coming? And more importantly, is a bilateral between Prime Minister Modi and Donald Trump now confirmed?
Yeah, so Trump is already here. He arrived here last evening. He had a bilateral with Emmanuel Macron. And then, of course, the dinner meeting of all the G7 leaders. And right now, as we speak, all the G7 leaders have started their early morning session. It's about 9 o'clock here in France. So they've started the first session of the day. Prime Minister Modi is expected to arrive here around 2 o'clock local time, and he will come to the venue here in Avion at about 3 o'clock. The afternoon session, the post-lunch session, is when the G7 leaders will have their meeting with the leaders of the outreach countries. India is included as one of the outreach countries this year. There's Egypt, South Korea, Brazil, etc. So those leaders have also arrived here. So that's going to happen in the second half of the day, after which in the evening, Prime Minister Modi has 3 bilaterals, first with Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, then with Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of UK, and the final bilateral meeting of the day will be with MBZ, the leader of UAE, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. So these are the 3 meetings that he has slated for today. Tomorrow afternoon, in the second session, is when we expect President Trump and Prime Minister Modi to meet. It'll be the first time that these 2 leaders are meeting in over a year now. The last time they met was in February of 2025, when Prime Minister had gone to the White House, and a lot has happened in the relationship, good and bad, in the last year. So they will take stock of where the situation is as far as the relationship is concerned. The most proximate, of course, would be the Iran war. Yesterday, President Trump had an opportunity to tell all the other leaders of the G7 countries about this peace agreement between Iran and the United States. It's expected to be signed this Friday in Geneva in Switzerland. President Trump also confirmed that J.D. Vance, the U.S. Vice President, will be coming representing the American side for the signing ceremony. And from the Iranian side, most likely it will be Mohammad Ghalibaf, who is the Speaker of the Iranian National Assembly. So I think all set between now and Friday. If there isn't any major untoward incident, if there isn't any major restarting of the war, then we can expect that peace agreement signing to happen in Geneva on Friday.
Zaka, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for that update from France. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, a quick break. News and updates continue right here. Do stay with us.